Welcome back to News Diary. Let's now continue with our coverage. To curb the upsurge of unprofessionalism in the real estate sector, a bill is now before the Senate that seeks to regularize the real estate market in the country. If enacted, the bill, sponsored by Trans Nzoia Senator Alan Chesang, will compel real estate agents to register their companies. Our reporter Grace Nganga tells us what the bill entails and what it will take for you to be a certified agent should the bill pass.
Should the Real Estate Regulation and Development Bill 2023 be passed by Parliament, it won't be a walk in the park for those interested in setting up real estate companies in Kenya. The bill, which is expected to curb rising cases of briefcase real estate companies that have swindled Kenyans billions of shillings, will compel any person who wishes to be registered as a real estate agent apply to the board and pay prescription fee. The bill, sponsored by Trans Nzoia Senator Alan Chesang, which is expected to be tabled on the floor of the House, seeks to seal loopholes in the multi-billion shillings real estate market with the aim of streamlining operations within the industry that has witnessed several cases of fraud. Should the bill pass, then no developer shall advertise, market, book, sell, offer for sale, or invite persons to purchase any plot, apartment, or building in any real estate project that is not registered. And if you have estate developed in phases, then you will be required to obtain registration for each, as each phase shall be considered a separate real estate project. The bill also states that the board of directors shall, within 28 days from the receipt of an application for a practicing license, issue to the applicant a practicing license in the prescribed form upon being satisfied that the applicant has complied with any relevant continuing professional development standards for that year as prescribed by the board. It also provides for mandatory registration of all real estate projects, agents and brokers, with a board to be established whose functions will include prescribing standards fee and charges to be levied by real estate agents and developers, advising the national and county governments on the regulation and development of the real estate, regulating real estate agents and real estate projects, registering real estate agents and their projects, and licensing real estate agents, among others. And to protect the industry from rogue developers who are preying on innocent Kenyans, the board will also be required to maintain a public database with names and photographs of developers who have not followed the law on various projects. According to the bill, offences like non-registration of real estate projects will attract a fine of not less than 5 million shillings or 3 years behind bars. Further, a person who gives false information about their services will be eligible to pay a penalty of 5% of the estimated cost of the real estate project that is to be determined by the board. Other offences that will attract penalties are failure to comply with orders of the board, which may cumulatively extend up to 20 million shillings or 10% of the estimated cost of the real estate project, whichever is higher, as determined by the board. And failure to comply with orders of the court to a fine not extending 10 million shillings. Purchasers will also have rights, as they will be entitled for the refund of amount paid along with interest at such rates as may be prescribed, and compensation from the developer if the developer fails to comply or is unable to give possession of the apartment, plot or building in accordance with the terms of agreement for sale. Grace Nganga, KTN News, Nairobi.
All right, and to shed more light, especially on what